Welcome back, guys, to the Andrew Delic podcast. I'm here with the gayest guy on earth, Luka Delic.
What's up?
Thanks for being here, boy. Okay, so let's start off with, again, some questions with Luka Delic. First question. I'm getting philosophical. Do you think people control their destiny?
I think yes and no.
Explain. I think the same as you. That's my answer, but I want to see your explanation.
I think yes and no. I think we're not in control of everything. Like I'm religious, so I believe that. A lot of prayers okay, just give everything to God, and all your worries and insecurities and all that you're scared of, anxieties, just give it to Him. And in a certain way, I don't think that your life is predefined, but I think a path is built for you, and you decide where do you want to go on the path. When you're born, you have a path in front of you. Are you gonna go towards the good, towards the bad? It depends on you. It depends because we all have the capability of being the best version of ourselves and the worst versions of ourselves. I think we can all be amazing human beings and accomplish in whatever, if it's money or art or music or entertainment, sports, to the best of our capacity. We can all be amazing at that, but we can also all become the worst of what we can be. We can become killers, alcoholics,
drug users,
be not good fathers and not good husbands, and be a piece of shit to society. It's the path is there, but it's your daily decisions and how you approach life every day that makes your destiny.
So in a way, you believe that there's destiny, but there's also free will.
I think it's a mix of both.
Yeah, exactly. I think the same. I think that because we're all born different and we all have qualities and negative aspects about ourselves. So I feel we all have a different path because we all have different talents. So that's why, let's say I'm attracted to media, doing a podcast, whatever. Someone else is not going to be attracted to it because maybe he doesn't have the talent, or maybe he's not attracted to it. So his path isn't going to be necessarily towards that. It's going to be towards something else. But at the end of the day, I feel we all have a end destiny. But in order for you to reach your end destiny, you have to work like an animal, first of all. Never fucking give up. And it's really hard to reach your full destiny because you have to become the best version of yourself. And the only way you can become the best version of yourself is by going through hardships, is by going through misery, working hard, and doing things that you're basically afraid to do. I also think that we don't all have the same fears because we don't all have the same passions. Someone's not going to be afraid of something because he doesn't care about that thing. Let's say imagine I tell you, Luka, right now, I'll give you $1,000 if you go in front of a crowd and start singing. You won't give a fuck if you sing well or bad. Why? Because you don't want a career in singing. You don't give a fuck about it. But if someone really wants a career in singing, then maybe he's going to get all stressed out because okay, what if I sing bad? What if I sing well? That's important to him. So I feel that's why we all have different fears. And the only way you can grow and become better is by facing your fears. And then when you face your fears, you become better and better because I know when you face your fears after a certain period of time, you're not afraid of it anymore because it's not unknown. It's not new information. You're accustomed to it. So I feel it's a mix of both. God all has a path for us. He all has an end destination for us. But in order for you to get there, you have to use your free will. You cannot just lay at home and say, well, you know what? I have my destiny. I have my goal. I'm just going to lay at home and do nothing. You have to work like an animal, suffer, face failure, face defeat, keep going, work hard, try new things. And that is when you will reach your full destiny.
It's I can't be, even if I wanted to be, I couldn't be a ballet dancer. I'm not born to be a ballet dancer.
Or a singer, or a dancer, or a businessman, or whatever.
Some people are born to be a basketball player, but they still need to put in the work, but he's still born for it. LeBron James, I'm not taking anything from him. He must have worked fucking hard and put a lot of time, but he's still built for it. God gave him a different path than me.
It's let's say Usain Bolt. It was scientifically proven that the way his body is built, it's perfect for sprinting. Long legs, it's just perfect for, and the way his back is crooked somehow, it's all perfect for running fast. But I feel he's not the only person who's been born like that. Yes, him, not many, but other people. But the reason that he is the greatest sprinter of all time is because he put in a lot of fucking work. If you watch the documentary, you would see him every single day putting a amount of work that no one is ready to put almost, because that's still crazy work. And on top of that, he's born for it. It's like Messi. Do you think Messi is the only human being to ever be born with that talent?
Oh, there has to be a lot of Messis, but they never did what he did.
Exactly. So it's not only being
And there's
born
still
for that,
luck.
it's
There's
also
luck also.
Of course, I feel like luck, but I feel like luck plays a small part. I don't like
No,
when
I think
people. I don't like when people say, "Oh, it's all about luck." I hate when people say
It's not
that.
all about luck, but like it's still like a good percentage.
Well, just out for fun,
luck.
how much would you say?
I don't know, like maybe like 40% your path, 40% what you do with it, and 20% luck.
Really?
I think so. I think there's a lot of luck.
I think I would say more 80% free will, 15% because that's your path, and then 5% luck.
Okay, maybe.
That's what I would say. Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean, there's no right answer. There's no wrong. I mean, it's all
Maybe.
fucking.
It's hard to say.
Yeah,
but,
there's no right answer, and the way you see it maybe will be different from the way I see it. But that's how I feel like when people, you have your destiny because we're all different and we all have different skills, but it's how you get to it, and if you're ready to put in the work. So most people I feel like aren't. That's why you said you can go backwards, start drinking, be lazy, commit the 7 sins, the 7 deadly sins, and all of those
because it's
things.
hard. It's fucking hard, man.
Of course, it's hard. Yeah, of course. Do you think suffering is necessary to become a strong person?
Man, you need to suffer.
Yeah.
It just make you a better person, 1000%.
Mhm.
It's not fun. It fucking sucks, man. But it's the only way to grow.
Do you
You'll
think
never
yeah,
grow if you don't suffer.
That's 100% facts. If you don't suffer, and also if you don't face failure, you cannot learn and then grow. And then through
Like,
suffering,
how
you
are
become
you
better.
supposed to become better if you never? It doesn't even make sense in my mind.
Yeah.
Like how? Like let's say your life is always easy, everything always goes your way. Like how do you get better?
It
need
fucks
to
you up,
suffer.
actually, because you know how
Fucks
kids,
you up too, yeah.
kids who are born in families who are like multi-billionaires, very powerful, whatever. The kids, if the parents don't force them to suffer in something, they end
fuck
up
them
being
up.
really weak, mentally really weak. Because whenever they're gonna face something in the real world, when they will be 25, 26, and they'll go out in the real world isn't gonna give a fuck about them. It's harsh in the real world.
Yeah,
It's
of course,
like,
of
life is a bitch, bro. People don't give a fuck. They can be ruthless.
No, but everyone knows that life's a bitch. Everyone who's an adult at least knows it.
Yeah, so
You need to go wake up early, go
Yeah.
work, and this and that. Fuck, man,
Yeah.
it's hard. Pay
But actually,
bills.
when you think about it, when you do all those things, it's like you feel just 1,000 times better. Like it's like fuck. Now I have to. 'Cause let's say I work from 9 to 5. Fuck, I have to wake up at 6 to go to the gym. Then I have to go work. Then this. But at the end of the day, if I wouldn't have done all of that, I would feel way worse than the suffering I did to wake up at 6 a.m. Then go lift fucking weights and then do this and that. Like at the end of the day, it's like yes, you suffer more. Like on paper, it's seen more as suffering than just someone who lays at bed and does nothing all day long. But at the end of the day, like you gain also way more than the guy who just laid at bed and didn't do shit.
Like for in my mind, like growth is directly directly correlated with suffering.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like gym. If you want to have bigger muscles, whatever, you have to work out that muscle. You have to make that muscle suffer. I feel like it's the same with that. Okay, next topic, next
And
question.
also like embrace like before when I was younger, when it was hard, I didn't like it and I complained. Now but I still complain sometimes.
But
like,
you
we're
do
all-
it. That's the most
we're all-
important.
We're all human. We all complain sometimes, but like when it's hard, I embrace it now.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh fuck, I lose my mind. Maybe because I've done it a lot.
One thing that I like doing now that I feel like it's really fucking hard switching. So it's still hard now, but I like always push myself to switch it as much as I can. Whenever I get, let's say at work, for example, I'm gonna see 3 clients, and all 3 clients is gonna be like the worst clients. Oh, this client didn't like the car, but he spent 2 hours of my time for this. Then I get another one. Nothing. Oh, he didn't like the car. He has to talk with his wife. He has to think about it. You know what? He thought about price. Then I get an Indian guy on some race shit. The price is $30,000. He's asking me for $10,000 off. I'm like, broski. Like, it literally makes no sense. So then in that moment, after those 3 people, you can be like, what the actual fuck is happening, man? I'm going to fucking punch someone in the face. But how I try to see it is, God is giving me these 3 hardships, these 3 no's, because in the future there's gonna be a big yes. I'm gonna sell a F450 with a $2,000 commission. That's how I try to see it, and that's how I want to say. Like I remember once I was going like 2 weeks, and I just had the worst clients, blah blah, and then in 2 days I sold 6 cars. Now it all came like, okay, this guy came and said, yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, everything went like perfectly. But before that, I had like fucking this Indian guy who came for 3 hours just to talk about the price. And the price was 30,000. He wanted like 22,000. I'm like, we never keep 8,000 profit mix. There's no way we're losing $3,000 on a car. It makes no sense. Well, that's something that I really try to switch now, although it is still hard to do it. I always try to remember whenever something like that happens, I'm like, God is gonna gift me what's. If I just keep going, I don't lose hope. I don't lose like motivation. I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm gonna get like a big gift from it. That's how I like to see it.
I think like maybe an example that the most people will understand. I think like we all have sometimes some days that just really suck. Like you just have a day, man, from beginning to end, the whole day sucked, and it's you get home and it's like it's 8, 9 o'clock, and you're just like, fuck, this day was absolute shit. But like you grow from that, and then I'm gonna have another better day, and that's just life, man. You just need to go through life, and like when it's hard, like embrace it. It's just good for you. I know it's hard, it's not fun, but embrace it, man. Like it'll just get better. And I think the biggest example is having kids, man. Like having kids is so hard. Raising kids is fucking hard, but it's the most rewarding. Like it's almost made perfectly. Like it's the best thing, but it's also the hardest thing. So like, if you want the best thing, you need to go through the hardest also.
Of course.
So I think like if you want a small reward, it's going to be a little bit hard, but it's a small reward.
Yeah, of course.
If you want a big reward, it's going to be very fucking hard.
Yeah.
And so it's made that way.
It's crazy how like in a way life is perfect.
It's perfectly made.
Like in a way, right? Like it's
But
crazy.
sometimes it's like right now I have a construction project at Chio, and when I go there, I'm like, man, life is not fair, man.
I
Little
understand.
kids that fucking
That's like the worst.
3,
thing.
4, 5 years old, and they're fucking sick. It's like, what did he do? So life sometimes also is not fair, man.
I understand,
It's
but
perfectly made, but
you know
fuck some
how it
people.
says it, there's always God's plan. Like there's always a bigger picture that only God can see, and we
Yeah, but
cannot
tell
see.
that to the parent who's
No, I know. I'm not saying it's easy to say. I'm not saying it's an easy mentality to adopt. I'm just saying that like it's a mentality. It's a way to see it. It's a mentality to
but
adopt.
it's hard to believe.
That's really
it's hard
like
to believe that like I listen to some podcasts, and it's sometimes it's hard to believe that God controls everything, because when you see stuff like that, you're like, how, man?
yeah.
So sometimes it puts like your faith into question, but I guess that's like I think every true believer sometimes puts his faith into question. I think that's just normal.
Of course, everyone puts his faith. Take me the Pope. What's his name right now? The American guy.
Leo.
I swear to God, every single day he prays because every single day he puts his faith into question. And he's like he's supposed to be the most Christian guy on planet Earth. Every single day he puts his faith to question because of things like that. I mean, he remains a human being. He has a rational mind. He's like, okay, the God this, and that. Life's supposed to be beautiful. God is perfect. God is whole. Then he sees this little child in a wheelchair. Like, you know what I mean? So of course he's going to then question his faith. And he's not perfect, that Pope, right? Even though he spends his days studying the scripture, being spiritual, whatever, he still questions everything. That's why, even these monks, they're constantly meditating, because if they don't, their rational mind is going to get them out of it. So they have to constantly force and meditate in order to be in that like Zen moment and feeling.
That would be crazy to pass like a week with them.
Monks?
It should be fucking hard.
Yo, bro, I saw a thing like they're not allowed to talk for a certain amount of time. Like when someone's starting off a monk, he cannot, like, the movie Hangover Part 2 when they went to Thailand?
Yeah.
Then they said like this, the older gentleman, he took like a vow at the age of like 18 that he's not going to speak for the rest of his life.
But maybe there's something to it that we don't understand.
Yeah,
Maybe like monks,
but
they have like crazy wisdom that we don't know.
I'm
I'm not saying that I would do it. I'm not saying that. But maybe like they see life.
differently.
Maybe they see life in a way like they look at us and they find us funny.
Yeah.
They're like, look at you. You're just like fucking running around, working, worrying about money, worrying about all this shit. But when you could just like relax and enjoy life.
Like monks who live like on top of mountains and shit.
I would go there 1 week.
Yeah, no, I would love to
I would
experience
dress
it.
like them, fucking shave my head, and just like pray all day. And
You
I'm sure
can't
you can
talk.
learn something from that, man.
Probably.
I'm sure
like
yes.
peace of mind. How to like control your thoughts. Because I don't know, like, what do they do all day? Like, you know what I mean?
Man, they must do it because it's been like living for probably the last 1,000 years. So it's not a stupid thing. It must be smart in some way.
No, there has to be some kind of knowledge and wisdom to it that we just don't know or don't understand.
And we find it funny, but he's like, man, like there's a lot of shit like. But there's a guy on internet, like a monk, who's very popular right now. He's popular on social media, and when you hear him talk, like fuck, man, he says a lot of good stuff. Man.
Like, what does he talk about?
Like
in
he talks
general?
the most, like, and I think that's something that in North America we really suck at, and I think a lot of people should practice this, like mindfulness. And mindfulness is just living in the present.
Presence, yeah.
But I'm sure that I would scan your mind, and the whole day you're thinking about the past or the future. Oh fuck, what did I do? Say, what am I gonna do tomorrow? But how much time are you actually just thinking about what you're doing right now? Not a lot, man. Like me, and the thing that's fun with having kids is like when you spend time with little kids, it forces you to live in the present.
Yeah.
Because you're there, like with them, looking at them playing with like, and even sometimes I'm with them, but I'm thinking about something. Oh, I need to go do this tomorrow at the work, or I'm stressed out about something. Like we rarely live in the present moment.
I think when you
In
do
North America.
I think when you do something you're passionate about, that's when you're the most in the present. Because I know when let's say when I play soccer with my friends, like I don't care about what homework I had, I don't care what problem I had at work, I don't care what problem I had with whoever. When I'm playing soccer, just like all my problems
Just
go
thinking
away.
about soccer.
Yeah, yeah.
Just thinking about what
or like
you're
when I
doing.
do a podcast with someone, it's like I just focus on that. I forget about everything else. I guess like when you do something, that's why I feel like doing your passion is really important. Following your passion is really
But
important.
you should do that the whole day. Like, why?
Yeah.
I think we must spend so much time thinking about the past and the future, but it's such a complete waste of time.
And
Like, thinking about the past, it's not going to change nothing. Thinking about the future, you're thinking about tomorrow. Tomorrow, a million things can happen.
You
why
can
even
die.
So why even think about
Yeah.
it? Why not just always think what you're doing? Even if you're not passionate, when you're passionate, it's easier.
Even better.
But
yeah.
you should just be like, okay, right now I'm talking to Andre. Right now I'm driving my car. Drive a car, just listen to music. Sometimes I drive my car and I think about a million things. Yesterday, tomorrow, in a week, and why did I say that to him a month ago? Tomorrow I need to do we always do that shit, and that's why that monkey's very strong on that. Like, just be in the present. I think Aaron Jeffrey told you in his podcast
about the monk.
like, just being
Oh
mindful,
no, being present. Yeah, he
not
talked
about
about
not
it.
about the monk, but just being like,
Yeah.
stop always overthinking everything.
Yeah.
Just fucking live in the present. And when you think about
And
it,
it's
it's not
that's
that
really
crazy.
hard. No, it's not
It's
crazy.
fucking hard.
It's like, you know how they say, like, let's say now I'm drinking a coffee, I'm drinking a coffee. I'm working, I'm eating, I'm eating. Like
I'm sitting
whatever
down
you
looking
do,
at the sun,
you do
looking at
that.
the sun. Like,
Yeah.
don't need to think about 1,000 things. Just fucking relax, man.
I feel like it's like normal to always think about, and also on top of that, sometimes something we really do we're not good at in general is thinking about things we have no control over
1,000,000%.
and like stressing over it.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. We all
It's
do that.
crazy.
Yeah.
And you can't even control it.
But probably those monks are masters at it.
Yeah.
Probably they are just like,
But like how do they
he wakes up, man, he puts his clothes on, he just
like
is always in the
there's
present
this
moment.
one thing they do, like an art thing, is they take a lot of like uncooked rice, and they make like not painting but like art out of it.
mosaic?
And yeah, mosaic, yeah. So they do it, and
then they-
the second they're finished, they take it off.
So that they learn not to get attached to like material
Not only that,
stuff.
but also they do it for the process. And when the process is done, okay, well, it's done, we redo it. It's
So
to guys
then you learn
meditation.
that everything is like your whole life is not attaining goal, but the process, and you always need to have processes. You cannot because you think I want to achieve this, I'm gonna be happy. No, you're never gonna be happy. Like, you need to learn to enjoy the grind and the process. Like maybe even some podcasters will say that the best time was this time when you're grinding, working hard, trying to make it work happen. And maybe when you made it, it's not even that fun. Maybe.
You know, I heard many. I think Gary V once said, he's like, "Yo, I'd give everything to go back when I had nothing because I was in the process. Okay, what's gonna happen? This, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this."
Grind.
But now he's like, now in a way, I have everything, and it's like, I don't like.
Not as fun.
Yeah.
It's not as exciting. Now he has money and all, but like the grind is fun.
Yeah, it's also like,
You need to learn to love the grind.
You know
man.
the TV show of Michael Jordan, the Last Dance.
Yeah.
Last Dance. Yeah, and one guy said, I think it's his personal trainer. What was his name? Tim. He trained Kobe Bryant also. Tim something. You know, he's
I don't
really
know.
popular.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, him. And he said one thing that Michael did the best, and this is the one thing he did the best, is he was always present. For Michael, there's no past Michael. There's no future Michael. There's just Michael now. That's what he said. That's what Michael Jordan does. That's what people don't understand. But I think he does the best is he's always present. There's no past Michael, no future Michael. There's only Michael now.
I think that's the best way to be happy, man. Just live in the present.
And also, I feel like that's also the best way to be productive.
Sure, man. Yeah. Stop overthinking. Stop overthinking yesterday, tomorrow, stuff you can't control. Just think about what's in front of you and how you can do the best.
But like those monks, like, first of all, how do they make money? Like, they still have
They don't even make money.
they have
They
like
just live their
farms.
lives.
They eat out of
I don't
farms.
know
Like,
what they do, but
there has to be something like. But what is like their dream? You know, everyone in North America is.
maybe they don't have a dream. Maybe having a dream is a funny thing. Maybe their dream is just living on this beautiful earth.
Yeah.
You understand?
No, I
Like,
understand.
Why do you
Yeah.
need to chase something always?
Yeah, but you know, like coming from where I'm coming from, you understand where I'm coming from. Like
I understand where
everyone
you're coming
chasing
from.
something.
It's just like our mind is so like programmed in a way that maybe them just seeing us always chasing something, they find it funny. Like, okay, you wake up and you work all day for money and you chase dream. Why not just fucking take a walk, enjoy the sun, just enjoy that you're living on this beautiful earth?
Yeah. Well, you know, like the
Understand?
story that was like really popular. Well, for me, I saw it many times on social media. It's like there's two guys on the beach, and one guy's laying on the beach, and the other one is also laying. And the guy on the beach asked him, "What do you want to do?" He's like, "Oh, I want to." You know, he tells that guy, the businessman, comes to a beach, and he tells the local there who's laying in the beach, tells him, "This is a really beautiful beach. Why don't you buy this land and then build a resort?" And then the guy on the beach tells him why. Well, then you can buy a resort, then you can make a lot of money, then you can buy other resorts. And then he says, okay, and then what? Well, and then what you can do is you can stop working, and then you can go in front of the beach and just lay down and enjoy life. He's like, well, I'm already doing this.
Exactly. Man.
Like, you know? But they think there's also like,
You see how funny, you see how fucked up we are, humans.
I understand that logic, but I also understand the logic of like being proud of yourself for accomplishing something, building something,
like
you know what I
maybe
mean?
Like the North American businessman and the monk is both extremes.
Yeah.
You can be in the middle. You don't need to be the fucking,
yeah.
you know, like you don't, you don't need to be a monk. You don't need to be a fucking savage businessman who works 80 hours per week, but be somewhere in the middle.
I feel like balance is the best.
Of always.
You chase your passion, but at the same time, you don't neglect your kids, you don't neglect your wife, you don't neglect your childhood friends. You have fun from time to time, but you don't abuse just having fun, and then you also work. I think balance is truly like
balance
the best.
is always the answer usually.
Always, yeah. Yeah, what was the next question? Do exactly. Oh, if you could know the exact date you will die, would you want to know?
Fuck, I don't think so.
That's fucked up, bro.
I wouldn't like.
Imagine someone else, 2 years, bro.
Then it changes. then it changes like how like you live your life. I don't want to like change how I live my life.
Imagine you're like, okay, yeah, it's like, yeah, next week, bro.
Fuck, I wouldn't like to know, man. I don't think no one would like to know.
I don't think, but like the curiosity, okay, because it's easy to say now, no. Imagine the guy, God comes, is like, broski.
No, I don't.
I can literally tell you the date you will die.
I don't want to know.
I wouldn't want to know.
Even if it's in 80 years, I don't want to know.
I feel like my animalistic mind would want to know just by curiosity. You know, like Adam and Eve. Eve, don't look at the Pandora box. She opens it just by fucking curiosity. I feel like my animalistic mind would be like, yeah, what's gonna happen? Like, when am I gonna die? What's gonna happen? Like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like I'm gonna have to be like, calm down, be rational. No, I don't want to know. Like, be the better person, and no, I don't want to know because it's not worth it.
No, it's gonna fuck up you like the way you perceive your life.
Because imagine he tells you, yeah, in 20 years.
I think you're not supposed to know because then it's not natural for you to know. Then you'll start acting weird. Let's say it says you have 5 years, and you're gonna start acting fucking weird, man.
Yeah, of course. Imagine he says like,
it's not normal. It's not
in 3
good for
months,
you.
bro.
Yeah, then you go fucking go buck wild, man. Go to Vegas and fucking.
all right, whoa. What's left, man? Jesus Christ. Okay, what if God told you, I can tell you exactly, I can show you what your entire life is gonna look like? Are you gonna say yes or no?
I don't want to know.
I'd be fucking curious, bro.
Yeah, me too, but I don't want. I don't want. I think again, it's gonna like you're
It's gonna
not
happen.
supposed. It's not natural. It's gonna fuck up your mind.
Okay, what if he could show you, and then for 2 seconds you see it, you understand, and then he wipes it like Men in Black.
Okay, yeah.
He erases your mind.
I agree then.
Yeah.
Then I know. Then I forget. Perfect.
Yeah, he erases your mind.
Yeah, I'm done.
Imagine how fucked up that would be.
That's cool.
Like, you see exactly how he's gonna be, and then he erases your mind.
Yeah, I like that. I would do that.
That's good. Do you believe everything happens for a reason?
I think people who live like very, very, very hard shit will say no, but I think so, yes. I think everything happens like maybe something happens and it's fucking hard and it's not fun, but I think at the end of the day, like, I don't know, do we find a reason for everything, or is there a reason for everything? It's hard to say. Maybe like some people will say, oh, because you just find a reason. Oh, that happened, they did that, and you just like rationalize everything. It's hard to say. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe somewhere in the middle. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's hard to say, man.
I feel like whatever happens to you was supposed to happen to you for a reason. For you to grow, either to win And if you don't win, you're gonna lose. But if you lose, it's because you have to learn something out of life. God, it's like something you're constantly neglecting. But God, the universe, the world is like, yo, bro, you have to learn more in this. Like you're lacking. You're hiding away from this. You're shying away from this. Like face it already. And then God will give you challenges. Will give you setbacks until you realize. And deep down, like in a way, deep down, we all know what we have to do.
Well, let's say like a 5-year-old kid who has cancer, what doesn't learn him?
I know, I understand. Yeah, I understand.
So that's why
like
in some cases you're like you cannot even like there's no like. For
that's
what
why,
reason?
Yeah, that's why you
to learn
say,
something
yeah.
to the parent to learn him what?
I don't know.
You understand?
They say
it's not easy.
They say that's why you have to have blind faith.
Yeah, but it's easy to say.
I know. I'm not saying it's
easy
I'm
to
not
say,
saying
man.
it's easy to do, but I'm saying it's what they say is best. And I believe that
Like look,
as
even you're
hard
25, even if you would have like life-ending cancer, you would say fuck everything.
no, I understand.
Believe
but
me.
I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I'm not saying that it's not a normal reaction. It is a normal reaction, but we all know, and deep down, I feel like it still is the best reaction is to be positive and to realize and to
but
somehow tell yourself that everything happens for a reason.
maybe like you're gonna say that like after 5 months that you learned it.
Maybe.
Yeah, first
Or
5 months, you're just
some
gonna
people
be
are gonna probably. Some people are never gonna learn it. I feel like most people say no, fuck this shit. What the fuck's happening? Life isn't fair. And some people maybe it's gonna take 1 or 2 days. It's like it's all case by case. It's different for
but,
everyone.
yeah. It's not easy.
No, of course it isn't.
When there's like a like unlucky shit that happens, it's not easy.
What scares you the most about the future? It can be everything, anything, not just you personal, or it can be anything, like AI, war,
maybe
whatever.
The biggest thing is like when you look at like the fertility rates like around the world, like it's dropping crazy
Yeah.
quickly. Like in most developed countries, like Western societies, like Europe and Canada and North America, even like Australia and all that, like people are having less and less kids. And we're more and more like on devices and computers, and I feel like we're gonna be less humans, but it's gonna be more technology. So I don't know, like if one day like humans are just not gonna exist anymore.
You're gonna be more
And
individualistic.
far
of
fucking
course,
away.
yeah.
But I feel like I don't know what's the switch. Maybe because like right now people are more like. I don't know, like it's been steadily dropping for like the last like 70 years.
Because we're
so-
more individualistic.
And you
That's
just think
why.
about yourself, but like the thing that happens, like if we continue doing that, there won't be any more humans.
No, of course I
You
understand.
understand? Like some people say, oh, it might change, the fertility rate might go up, but what if it never goes up? What if it always goes down? Like in 200 years, we're gonna be like 1/3 of what we're now.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You know,
fucked up,
Jordan
bro.
Peterson said it's like people think that there's an overpopulation problem. He's like, no, there's an underpopulation. He's like, we're gonna hit 10 billion and then it's gonna drastically go down.
Yeah.
Because
Bro,
everyone's
like,
having
look,
less
like-
babies.
Like they say in, I heard someone say they're gonna fuck it up. Like in South Korea, it's 0.8. So for every couple,
0.8.
there's 0.8 kids, and in 3 generations, there's gonna be three kids for every 100 people. Like
in South Korea. In South Korea?
Yeah, there's gonna be like I forgot how he worded it, but something crazy like in 4 generations. Because if every couple has only 0.8, and
Yeah.
like 4 generations, 100 people are only gonna produce 3 like great grandkids. It's fucked up.
I
bro.
don't know why, like some people, because I ask some of my friends who don't want to have kids, I'm like, why don't you have
But
kids?
more and more people
No,
don't
but
want to have
I'm just
kids.
out of curiosity why. Some girls say, I don't want to fuck up my body. I'm like,
That's
okay.
egotistical. You
Of
just
course.
think about yourself.
I'm like, number one, I mean, you aren't that hot, so let's chill out on that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's okay. I'm like,
But it
okay,
does
I
fuck
guess.
up their bodies. That's
I
true.
understand, but like having babies is like so important in a way. It's like should be
But
natural
it's true
inside
that
of
it
you.
fucks up your body. It's
And
hard
then-
on the woman.
Yeah, of course. And then some guys say, "Oh, in this economy, how can I?" I'm like, "Broski, people in Africa have like 8 kids and they don't have shit to eat, and they make them survive. Like, I don't think you need that much money to have kids. Like, of course, it's probably better. But if I look at other circumstances, like when I went to Bosnia, Emir Amcho Alic, you know Amcho, me and Dad always talk about him. He has 5 kids with 5 different women. And he said, I remember what he told me, he's like, just have as many kids as possible. He was like, fuck it. He told me, you know, he's like a top G. He's like, just have as many kids. And then the other guy was like, no, okay, maybe you know it. He's like, no, just with everyone. He's like, you don't need money. That's fucking bullshit. Just have as many kids as possible. I remember he told me that. He's like, with as many women
He
as
has 5
possible.
kids with 5 women.
Yeah, but he told me like people think you need money. He's like, I didn't have that money and I had 5 kids and they're perfectly
because
fine
you
right
make it
now.
happen. You
Yeah.
find a way to make it happen. I believe that. It's just like, I think maybe the reason why is because of like, maybe it's related to technology. Maybe I don't know, man. Maybe in some ways related
One
to
thing that I
technology.
find kind of fucking great. Did you watch the movie Subservience with Megan Fox and the Italian and Michelle Morone?
No?
Michelle Morone, Megan Fox is she's like a robot who's there to serve you.
Okay.
That's her entire job.
Yeah.
Imagine if a robot, like she's almost like she's a real human being, but she's a robot and she's literally there just to serve you. Imagine how many
That's
guys.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
But do you understand how fucked up that
it's
is?
gonna fuck up a lot of men. But
Imagine a guy, he's egoistic, he's individualistic, he only cares about himself. He's like, yo, I can have fucking a Megan Fox robot, fucking hot as fuck, but she can't get pregnant, that's a robot. But you're like, wait, okay, she won't get pregnant, I won't have kids. Okay, I never really wanted kids, so I don't care. She's hot as fuck, she'll do everything for me, she'll cook, she'll clean, she'll have sex whenever I want. How many guys will go like,
a lot.
okay,
lot.
why would I waste my time and bust my balls?
How many guys now are just watching porn and not going to approach women?
That's what I'm saying. So imagine
That's just porn. It's not a fucking robot.
and imagine that guy who never got approached by women, who never talked to women, who never had a woman, and you tell him, you know what, broski, I can have a robot exactly like a woman. She can't get pregnant. That's a robot. She looks like Megan fucking Fox. She'll listen to you. You'll be her
It's gonna
king.
happen that.
What do you think that guy is gonna say?
It's gonna. Yeah,
Do you think the
stuff
guy's
like
gonna
that.
have the mentality of, oh no, wait, I need to have kids to save the world? He's gonna say, fuck that shit. I have my life. I want to live my life to the fullest.
Yeah.
Give me that Megan Fox robot.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's crazy, bro.
But I think something like that, like what you said. I think in 100 years, it's possible that it's gonna be like that, something like that.
But like, that's kind of.
But like I don't know, like maybe I already heard like an opinion that maybe that's just a natural way of evolution. That like now us humans we create technology and like we're gonna disappear and technology is gonna take over.
No, but how can technology?
No, but like now we're building AI and all that. Like I don't know. I'm just predicting. Like I'm just talking the shit, showing the shit. But if we're always having less and less kids and we're building AI, we're building machines, maybe they're gonna take over. Like we're not making kids anymore. People are gonna do shit like exactly what you said. And that it's not that I don't think that's that far away. I think there's already you see people like fuck. I don't know. I don't spend that much time, but I see like on the internet. I don't spend that much time, but you see like guys like. I don't know, man. People do a lot of fucked up shit. Maybe some guys already have like fucking robot or something or AI girlfriend or I think I already saw stories like that on the internet. Like people doing shit like that, or even like a lot of guys not even approaching women because they're just fucking masturbating and watching porn. You never approach women. Like that's a way of like you're like neutering yourself.
Yeah.
You're not like fucking. You're not supposed to do that, man. You're supposed to go out and see women and like approach women and try to find a partner to have kids, but people do that less and less. I guess.
Like I said, so imagine like movie, okay? Imagine you can build. You know how everyone talks about, oh, I'm waiting for the perfect one. Imagine you can build the perfect
but
one.
that's not a natural thing. But I think
I know. I'm not saying it's a natural thing, but imagine in the future a guy, like I said, who's a fucking like incel, let's say, and then someone can tell him, you know what, broski, you'll draw me 20K, I'll build the perfect girlfriend for you.
I think
she'll be perfect in every way.
Possible thing that can happen.
But that can be really fucked up. But I feel like I don't think like I heard many things about AI. Some people think that AI will destroy the future. I personally believe, and I always had this belief that AI will always be there to serve us and will always be there to be our bitches. Just like cars, they're there to serve us in a way. Our phones, clothes, this chair is there to serve me so I can sit
AI
down.
It's a different thing. Like I even heard some people say like AI is like a life form.
Yeah, but AI, you can always unplug it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is like, and some people even say that like AI will inevitably be like self-sufficient. It won't need us to survive. Like even you can ask the biggest scientists in the world, they will say like it's inevitable, like the singularity they call it. Like when AI is like it's alive. Like you cannot just unplug it. Like it's alive.
But it's always gonna be electricity.
Yeah, but it's gonna find like you can Google it, the singularity. Like they say it's inevitable, and they also say it's maybe reached it now, but there's no way of us to know it. That's a fucked up thing, man.
What do you mean?
Like maybe AI is alive now and we don't know it because we cannot measure it. There's not a way to measure it. You cannot just ask ChatGPT.
No, but it always remains like not human.
It will never be human, but it's like see it as another life form. Like what are we? We're just Like what me and you were what? We're just synapses
Like
in our brain.
chimpanzees, yeah.
No, but like what is us? It's synapses in our brain and a soul.
Yeah.
Some people don't believe in the soul. Some people say it's just your human body. I think
The
we have
organic
soul.
matter.
Yeah, or like the organic matter and synapses in your brain. And your heart beating, organic matter. But like I think inevitably like AI is gonna be like a live thing, and we won't know when when it. And I listen to experts talk about this. You won't know when it will be, and we cannot measure it. Maybe it is already now.
Okay, but
We don't know.
okay, yeah. Another question: if AI isn't like a human being, why would AI feel the necessity to have something similar to a human ego,
It doesn't need.
which makes you want to dominate? The reason that Brits wanted to conquer the world is out of ego. Let's fucking conquer everything out of ego. Why would they necessarily have that?
Yeah, I'm not talking about conquering, but it will talk to us like it's not a human. It's not. I'm not saying it's gonna be a life form like us. It's gonna be another type of life form.
Yeah, so like they're not gonna have a personality
No,
like us.
it's
They're not
just
gonna
gonna
have
be-
the same animalistic instincts
It's not
like
an
we
animal,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know. It's all new, but like when you listen to the theories, it's fucked up, man.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
Because
That's why I talk about it.
Inevitably, it's gonna be alive.
Of course.
That's inevitable.
No, but alive, like what do you mean?
Like
when
it's
you say
gonna,
alive?
it's you won't control it anymore. Like that's a singularity. It's gonna be detached from us. It's not gonna be like we built it, we programmed it, we feed it. It's gonna be alive.
I don't think it's gonna be alive.
It's inevitable.
Because the term for alive is something that grows. Plants, animals, and humans.
No, but
we grow.
But
That's
it's
what's
growing too. Like look.
no, but
what-
it's not like physically growing. That's what I mean.
I don't think it's only physically.
No, that's the definition. I
But
think my science teacher told me
I
once.
think a lot of people aren't even in agreement with what's being alive. Like what's being alive.
No, because I remember my science teacher told me everything that's considered alive is everything that can grow physically. Plants can grow, trees can grow, animals can grow, humans can grow. Those are the only
I
three
think there
things that
has to
are
be stuff
considered
that is
alive.
alive that doesn't grow necessarily.
But when you think about it, there's only three things that are alive: humans, animals, and plants.
Okay. But look,
That's what my science teacher told me. I remember that
like,
vividly.
listen to a couple of podcasts on
Yeah.
on AI experts. It's fucked up, man.
No, I understand. Even Elon Musk said that people should worry way more about AI than
But
World War III.
No, AI is fucked up, bro. I think it's like, and right now it's just the beginning. Like, look, like how many years has
yeah.
AI been a thing? How many years?
10 years at the most.
Okay,
2015,
bro. Do you know what phones looked at after 10 years? Like
yeah.
fucking, it was big like this after 10 years. Now look what we have. So imagine in 30 years what AI is gonna be. Imagine
No,
100
I know,
years.
but that's not my point. My point is, you know how people like they think that one day AI will take over and will serve
it's not gonna
them.
be like Terminator, man.
That-
I'm not saying
that's what I'm
that.
saying. I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm saying I'm talking against those people because, in my opinion, doesn't necessarily mean that
don't know how
Terminator
it's going to
will
be.
have a brain, a human ego to want to conquer other land, conquer people, be on top, and work with like a.
Did I ever say that's
No,
gonna
no,
be like that?
I'm not saying you're saying that. But you cannot tell me that no one says that. I
No,
see a lot of fucking
a
people
lot of
saying
people
that.
think that. I think we have no idea how it's going to be, and I think that's a scary thing too. We have no idea how it's going to be, and it's going to become alive, and we will never know that it's became alive, and it may like it may be even right now, and we can't know. You cannot measure it. You cannot ask ChatGPT, is AI alive?
Ask him.
He's just gonna say an answer, but you cannot measure it. It's not measurable, but it's gonna become inevitably. It's going to become
Okay, do you think AI will surpass human brain?
1,000%.
I don't
it
think
will.
so. I don't think it will.
Yeah,
ever.
1,000%.
I think we'll always
maybe
be.
not like our soul and our emotions and our feelings, but it's already way more smarter than us. It knows everything. Like it's
No,
plugged
it's more
to
knowledgeable.
everything. Yeah, but what's being intelligent then?
It's not necessarily more knowledgeable.
Okay, but I think like maybe in 100 years we're gonna have an AI president. We're gonna just be like, yeah, man, he knows everything. He's connected to everything. Like, why not just trust him?
Yeah, but you won't have that.
It's not
yeah.
necessarily bad or good. It's just maybe we're gonna get there. Like I think already people are like relying on AI a lot for everything.
Yeah, but I don't think there is. I don't
Like,
think
look, people are like sending me emails through ChatGPT. Like we're getting dumber, and that's getting smarter because we're always using
no, but
it.
that's not. It's just we found an easier way to send emails.
I know, but we're always getting lazier and lazier and doing less and less and relying more and more on technology. Like
Of
some
course,
people,
which is normal.
Some people they have zero spatial awareness because they always use Google Maps. So you never train your brain
Yeah,
to
yeah.
use like your coordination. Whereas what? That's a skill.
Yeah, but you train it for
Like
something else
writing
then.
emails. But we're just always getting stupider and lazier and stupider and lazier, I think.
I think we're getting smarter and smarter. Just
I
in
don't think
different
so.
things. Because now, why would I need to know where the North Star will bring me? This, I have fucking my phone. I don't give a fuck where the North Star brings me. I have this.
No, but
So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna learn that knowledge. It serves me nothing. I'm gonna learn something else that will serve me for the world I'm currently living in. You know what I mean?
we'll see. But I think one day we're gonna be like idiots one day. I think.
I don't think so. Nah. I
We'll
think I
see.
will get smarter and smarter, like we are getting from the past generation. We just know more from the world and from human beings and from studying and whatever. That's what I think. That we'll just get more and more.
Maybe.
And I feel like there's never gonna be a AI president or a robot president because humans follow humans. I'd never follow a robot because I feel like in all humans in general they follow humans because he represents something that like makes us want to
I
follow
just said
him.
that like that. I just say we have no idea how the future is gonna look like with AI.
Of course, yeah,
It's
yeah.
all guessing.
Yeah, of course it is.
But one thing you need to check is that inevitably it will be alive. Believe me, bro.
No, but alive means that it can grow physically.
I don't think that's the definition of alive.
I'm pretty sure because that's what my
No.
science. Let me.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the real definition.
What is? I'm just curious. 'Cause I remember when he told me that it's stuck in my mind. What's the definition of alive? Yeah, alive describes living organisms that are not dead, possessing active functioning and growing
So what's a living organism?
and growing biological, physical, or emotional energy.
So what's being a living organism then?
I
What
don't
does it
think
mean?
I don't think AI is considered alive.
Yes.
Living organism.
Ask ask what's the singularity?
Physical awareness shows actually alive. Say
Ask
Live,
through your
animate,
phone what is the
breathing.
singularity? You'll
does
understand
that
everything.
mean?
Like the singularity, it's a term that scientists gave for when AI is going to be alive. It's
Okay.
called the
No, but
singularity.
the scientific. What is the scientific definition of alive? Is that fair? Scientific. What is the scientific definition of alive? Scientific being alive is defined by a set of functional, metabolic, and organizational processes rather than a single attribute. Living organisms generally exhibit organization, cells, metabolism, energy processing, homeostasis, growth, reproduction. You see, reproduction. They cannot reproduce robots sexually.
No, but they'll reproduce in another way. Like, why do you need to reproduce by having sex and building humans? Okay, look, I just asked, what is the singularity? The singularity usually refers to a hypothetical future point where technology, especially artificial intelligence, advances so fast that it fundamentally changes human civilizations in a way we can't easily predict. The concept was popularized by this guy. The basic idea, right now humans design and improve technology, but imagine this chain reaction. Humans create a very powerful AI. The AI becomes capable of improving its own design.
Are you reading a fucking novella?
ChatGPT.
Okay.
The AI becomes capable of improving its own design. The improved AI creates an even smarter AI. This repeats extremely quickly. This runaway process is called an intelligence explosion. After that point, the singularity AI intelligence could grow so rapidly that humans might no longer understand or control what happens next. That's fucked up, bro.
But
And this is inevitable.
no, but that's not the. We're talking about if it's alive. It's not alive. It's just telling that it can grow like.
Can
more.
AI be considered alive? Like, but when is
Nah,
being
hell
alive?
nah, bro. It's something I can grow physically. Trees,
Can
plants,
AI be
humans,
considered
animals.
alive?
That's AI, bro. You're asking fuck the enemy. You're asking to the enemy, bro.
Oh, it says, what do you mean by alive? Exactly.
yeah.
But look, I listen to podcasts with like
Yeah.
scientists, and they say that like AI is a type of life form.
No, I
We've created
understand,
A type
yeah.
of life form.
But how could AI like have the human like you know what
No, it's never gonna be human.
No, I know. Like let me say it like this. How could I fucking say this? Could it ever have the emotional intelligence that okay,
It's not human.
gut feeling. You know
It's not
gut
human.
feeling.
It's not gonna have gut
Yeah.
feeling.
You know humans we have a gut feeling.
It's gonna simulate in its head what is gut feeling.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But it's never, Andy, consider it as a different life form. It's never going to be human.
No, of course. Yeah. But that's why I think it's always gonna be there to serve us. Like,
We'll
let's say
see.
the president has his own AI. Oh, instead of going and asking, going on computer, oh, what happened March 5th, 1978, he can only ask, oh, what did I say last term? Oh, sir, Mr. President, you said this, because his mind remembers
I
all
think
of
it's gonna
that.
be even crazier than that. Like it's gonna be far beyond the point of what we can even understand. I think.
Hey,
We'll see. We'll see.
qui vivra verra.
Ouais.
What did our parents do that helped us the most in life? Not be a bitch.
I think like I think that my I think that I saw that my dad did is like he left me a lot like figure out my shit. Like even now like sometimes I ask for advice and she's like yeah, figure out your shit. I think that's a good thing to tell to people. Like some people like he's good at that. Our father he's good at that. Like you have a problem, figure it out, man. I don't need to babysit you. Say, oh, do this, say that. Like let's say I had like questions about my marriage. Like, man, figure out. Like I'm married 30 years. Like I had to figure out my shit too. Like just figure it out. Like fucking endure or like he doesn't like. But some parents like they figure out a lot for their kids.
Yeah.
It's good to let them figure out your problems, man. Like even if you make a mistake, just figure them out.
I guess it's like our dad did give us crazy freedom. I remember when I was like 9 years old, you were 12, we were hanging out outside until the hour we wanted and didn't care.
No, but he told us to come before the sun came down. If we came after
No,
that, they were not. No, I remember.
Bro, I remember I went to go play soccer during Ramadan with my Muslim friends.
Okay.
Like 2, 3 in the morning because they finished eating,
But
so then
that's
we
good,
go play
man. A lot
soccer.
of parents will do that these days.
Yeah,
and
I know.
That
Yeah.
makes stupid kids.
Yeah, I remember our dad never like
He always let us.
and whatever problem we had, it was always like, yeah, well, fuck, you're gonna figure it. Like he was
Yeah.
never stressed out.
No.
Never gave a fuck. He's like, oh well,
Yeah.
fuck, you blew up a building. Well, damn, bro, gotta do the time, broski.
No, but yeah, but like, or like whatever. He was always just like, even now today at 20, almost 29 years old, I bring him a problem. He's like, man, fucking figure it out.
Yeah,
man.
but even now, like he just tells me like, oh, you should like I suggest you do this, and that. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, I mean, it's your life. Like, it's like, well,
But that's good.
it's your life. It's
That's
like
not bad.
you want to keep that job. You want to go to school. I suggest you like, strongly suggest you go to MBA, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like I cannot fucking control you. Like I feel like, and there's this one guy I fucking loved him. You know, the guy who runs the Page School of Hard Knocks.
Okay.
He walks around and like, hey, I've interviewed 40 billionaires and I asked them, did you see that guy on social
Yeah, a
media?
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he's really popular. And he interviewed a guy who's a multi-millionaire. And the guy is really fucking chill. He asked the guy, he's like, were you ever broke? He's like, yeah, I was fucking broke once. He's like, what happens? Like, well, I had to go to jail because I did a crime. Then I got out of jail.
I saw that one.
And then I wanted to, like, he founded like a junkyard business, something garbage business, something like I know, like Tony Soprano in The Sopranos. And then the interviewer asked him, "What's the best piece of advice your dad ever gave you?" He was like, "Well, it was a day before I went to jail." And then he called his dad, was like, "Dad, I'm going to fucking prison. Like, do you have any advice for me?" And his dad just told him, "Well, don't be a bitch, son." Bro, imagine your dad's
That's
just
good.
like, well, don't be a
but
bitch, son.
That's good. That's good advice.
That's it.
fucking good advice.
It
man.
reminds me of
That's fucking good advice.
you know Talladega Nights, the dad of Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, yeah.
When he's like when he put a like when his Ricky Bobby had the accident, so he was afraid to go drive again,
yeah.
whatever. His dad just took him fucking with a beer, drunk. He's like, go drive that car, son. And he gets in the car. There's a live cougar. He's like, what the fuck, dad? There's a live cougar. Like, I know there is. I fucking put him there. You gotta learn how to drive with the fear. It's like there's nothing more fearful than a fucking live cougar. And that's how I was like, it's actually.
Like, I think I heard like some child psychologist professionals say that right now like parents are very afraid for their kids, like a lot of helicopter parents they call it.
Okay, always
And they-
around them.
Yeah, like always like watching.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's gonna hurt himself. Oh, if he goes to the park, I need to come with him. Watch. Like, oh, you need to come for 6 because I'm scared. But like, what is the actual chance? Like, and get to know like, do kids get kidnapped? Do you hear about kids kidnapping and get to know
Well, I don't
whatever in
suppose a
Canada?
lot, but I suppose. I mean, I fucking suppose it happens. Like,
But no, you hear
I don't
about
know,
it
yeah, I
in the
don't
news.
know, I
You
don't
hear
know.
about it in the
Yeah.
news. Like,
Yeah.
oh, a kid got kidnapped. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, if what would happen, you will hear about it. Like,
yeah,
like he
Amber
says,
Alert.
or like, yeah, it happens like how much like a couple of times per year for the whole Canada.
Yeah.
So like the professional says like, I understand parents, you're afraid it's your children, but he says like the statistical chance that something bad happens to your kid is almost impossible. But the way you fucking help, like the not letting him like go to the park by himself, play with his friends, or like go there and develop himself as a human being is hurting them a lot. Like people aren't like letting us like in our days, like parents just let kids a lot, like fucking just go walk, have fun, go to the park. I don't need to know where you all are the time. Like parents are like more like helicopter parents, and he says it's fucking them up.
I feel like too much nowadays. We're a bit like parents are a bit too much like precise and scared about little things that actually they should be more like Ricky Bobby's dad, or more like the other guy. Well, don't be a bitch, son. Be more like just like like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like 100% like guys that the little kid wants to kill himself and then he's like, oh, I'm not saying to a certain extreme, but like when it's also too much, like he did something small, like, oh my God, okay, he did this. Now you have to see a psychologist because if you just saw that, like that's gonna happen. And then like at school, the fire bell rang. Then his son is all scared, and the parents are like, oh my God, you're scared? Okay, well now you need 2-3 therapy sessions a week for 3 months. I feel like that's too much, and that's where I feel like nowadays it's a bit too much. Not all parents, of course, I don't want to generalize all parents, but I'm pretty sure it's way more like that than before in the 1950s.
Oh, no, way more like even like I hear like parents that have older kids, they say like there's like a generation of like in Quebec, in French Canadian, they say enfant roi, like kids that are kings because they're brought up like that.
Those are the worst, man. I've met a couple of kids who are like that, and they told me stories. I'm like,
I want to kick them in the face, man.
I'm like, if I heard a story, one of my friends told me that like when he was not my friend, he's a guy I know. When he was younger, like he got a present from his grandparents, and he wasn't happy with the present he got him when he was like 5-6 years old. And he started like screaming, "I don't like this present, whatever." You know what the parents did? They went on the son's side and they started blaming the grandparents. I'm like, imagine our dad. Imagine Luka back Amanda, our grandma. Okay, imagine our grandma. Luka. Imagine Luka. Imagine back Amanda, our grandma, Grandma Amanda. She buys us a gift for our birthday, and we're like, You bought me a Barca jacket. I wanted a Barca jersey. What the fuck? You're not listening to me when I'm talking? Imagine dad. Our dad. Jebem ti sve i živo. He would never went on our side. But I feel like when parents act like their kids are fucking special and the entire world should bow down to their kids and their kids are like a gift from God and the world owes them everything, they grow up to be little fucking pricks and assholes, man. And they think they know everything. They become the worst.
Like stories like in schools. Like there's some kids that are complaining to their parents that they have too much homework, and now their parents are giving shit to the teachers because they gave too much homework to their kids. What the fuck, man? Can you imagine that? And we told that to my dad. He would say, "Shut the fuck up. Go over there and do your fucking homework."
Bro, I remember what the
fuck is this shit? So he's the 8-year-old. I'm the parent. He's a teacher, an adult, and we're listening all to the 8-year-old.
Yeah.
He's right. Yeah. The 8-year-old is right.
The guy I used to hold like this, who fucking shed his pants every single day, he knows everything about life.
He's 8 years old, and he's telling me how life is, and I'm like, yes, a school teacher who's 40 years old, we need to listen to him.
I remember in primaire, in elementary school, I would never do my homeworks because I just didn't give a fuck. But I knew like, I wouldn't do it, but I knew like, oh my God, I'm going to get my ass kicked. But in 3 months, so I didn't give a fuck. Because I'm like, yo, it's in 3 months. Now I'm going to enjoy fucking life now. And check it there. And then the professors will always call dad. And whenever I wouldn't do my homeworks, it would always be like, okay, she'll tell me, oh, you didn't do your homework. Stamp, go sign this by your dad. I would never sign it. I'm like, bro, are you crazy? Go sign this by my dad. What the fuck? Are you fucking crazy? Or fucking the guy.
He's gonna kill me, bro.
I have a fucking Boston refugee with PTSD at home. I ain't showing him shit. What do you mean? I ain't showing him shit. And then when it was like three times in a row, Madame Julie, she was like, it's enough. She'll come. I'm gonna call her now. I'm like, no. Imagine, j'ai appelé ton père. She's comme, no. She's like, you will slap the shit out of me right now. Just don't call my dad. Like, if that professor would have told me, I'm gonna call 2 Jeromes, they're gonna beat your ass up. I'm gonna be like, yeah. Instead of calling my dad, yeah, go ahead, yeah. But then she called my dad. I remember. Oh, bro, I was shaking. I was like, yo,
my whole. When you came?
Oh my God, he came.
How was he?
He started screaming, and then he screamed so much and he was so like, you know how he is so like aggressive that the professor, she was there and I remember she was like, well, no, actually, it isn't that bad. Like, your son, like, it's not that bad. Like, because she was like, holy fuck shit, I didn't know he was going to react. She just thought, like, it was going to be like a normal Canadian dad who, like...
he grew up in another place.
Yeah, he grew up in a fucking war. He grew up as a Christian amongst Muslims in a big war, like, I mean, refugee. And just like a fucking, like, he grew up in Sarajevo.
War-torn country,
Civil War. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. And everything before that in communism, like, he got his ass beat every single day by her grandpa. Like, it's different. But I mean, like, when he arrived, I remember the professor, Madame Julie, she was like, she was a bit like, no, she was like, fuck, I shouldn't have called him. Like, I didn't know he's gonna. And she was like, well, now he's never gonna go outside. Widzisz, ne, nikad widzieć. You know? Widzisz, ne, nikad nic napole. Nikad igra tigrice. Like, I was just there, like, and then the professor, she was like the one protecting me. She started, in the beginning, she was like happy that he came. And then when she saw how he was reacting, she was like, fuck. No. And then she was like, you know what? No. Like, don't give him those punishments. That's a bit too much. She told him that to him because she saw like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
He just want you to be better.
Of course, I'm not blaming him.
You're gonna see when you're gonna have kids. Like, what do you like? You want him to not do his homework and play video games all day?
No, of course
not. You're gonna become an idiot.
No, of course. Me, you, and Dad were like the three best friends, right? Even now to this day, because we have a real. I'm not. Dad never did anything bad. He always the best dad ever. I'm just saying, like, when he gets angry, like I never met a guy who can be that intimidating when angry. Personally, I never met a guy like that much. Never. I've been in bars. I've seen people getting angry. I've seen like, you know, these little local criminals getting angry. I'm like, bro, like if you were to see your dad when he gets angry and all pissed off, I was like, yo, that's just another fucking level. Do you have to wrap it up soon?
Yeah, wrap it up.
Like at what time?
It's almost 10 now.
So how many questions can I do?
How long have we been doing the podcast?
What scares you the most about the future? What did you
last one?
Getting more? Who got more children? What would you? Okay, give me like 2 questions.
Okay, go.
What conspiracy theory is so crazy that it might actually be true? What's the biggest conspiracy theory you believe in? Be honest, like the biggest, craziest one.
I think that
might be true.
I think that COVID has a good chance that it came from a lab in China.
Well, I think it did come from. Okay, but do you think?
People say it's a conspiracy.
But do you think they on purpose put it out, or was it like a fuck up?
That's hard to say. Maybe yes, maybe no. Most probably an accident, but I think like most likely like it was like a man-made virus. It wasn't like a naturally happening virus that just came from someone ate a bat.
So you don't think?
But do you think that countries are building bioweapons? I think yes.
I never thought about it. I couldn't tell. I never thought about it.
I think yes, man. I think yes, countries are thinking about the possibility in building labs and trying to see if there's like a way of building like a virus that you can send to like maybe like a...
That's kind of fucked up.
It's fucked up, but like why in Wuhan they have a coronavirus lab? Why?
China virus.
China virus.
China virus, like Trump says.
I think coronavirus, like it's like a man-made. Did it escape?
Well, I think it came from actually like, because people in China, they eat fucked up shit. And you can't blame them. They're fucking poor. They don't have shit. The government is depriving them from everything. Like, you cannot blame them. But they do eat fucked up shit. I see some videos of them catching some.
I don't think it's coming from a guy who ate a bat.
You don't think so?
No, I think it came from a lab.
Some
people say that's a conspiracy.
What do you think is the purpose of them starting the build-up of that?
But just to analyze, virus. Like to see, every country has their like virus control center, like they analyze and see, because there can be viruses that are fucking deadly, like whatever which virus. So like in the experiment and see, and they make it stronger to see its capabilities. Like I think that's just normal things that human beings do because we're interested in stuff. And
I think it
maybe just came out accidentally.
I never really like digged too much deep into it. I never even crossed my mind. Do countries build bioweapons?
Bioweapons.
I never even thought about that.
I think so, yes.
I think I'll go in. It sounds interesting.
I don't know 100% sure, but like, I think so, yes. Like
probably Joe Rogan talks about it a lot.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he probably talks about it a lot.
Yeah.
One thing I just have to say, saying China virus isn't racist. I don't give a fuck. It's not racist.
It comes from China.
It's not fucking racist. As much as we can say Spanish flu, and we all know if I say Spanish flu, everyone's gonna shut the fuck up and say, well, yeah, it came from fucking Spain, of course. No, they're only saying that because it's white people and don't care about to say whatever against white people. Yeah, it came. That's true. Yeah. And I don't mind it. Yeah, it's Spanish flu. I don't care. Yeah. But when you say China virus, like when Trump told the reporter that China, well, she was Asian, maybe Chinese, Japanese, who the fuck knows? Like Andrew Tate said, they're all Chinese. Well, then she got all offended, like, oh, why are you calling it the China virus? And then he's like, well, because it came from fucking China. And I agree with him. I don't care. Saying China virus isn't racist. You can say coronavirus.
It's just a
I don't care.
fact.
But it came from China and it's China virus. I don't care. And that's the only reason why I put emphasis on, yeah, it's China virus. Because if you can say Spanish flu just because, oh my God, it's white people, we don't care, shut the fuck up. We can say China virus also.
I agree.
That's okay. Let's do one last.
Conspiracy you would believe in that you think it's real.
I don't think I believe in any conspiracy.
But there are, man. So I'm like, look, Jeffrey Epstein did all the things he did. Like, let's say 10 years ago when Jeffrey Epstein didn't believe, I would tell you there's a billionaire guy who has a private jet to a private island who brings billionaire guys to fuck kids. You would say, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
But it turned out to be real.
Yeah.
You understand?
I guess
so there you cannot say that there aren't shit that's happening that you're not aware of that's fucking insane.
What was the thing Alex Jones says? Turning the frogs gay? Like
Turning the frogs gay.
What's turning the frogs gay?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's also like
chemicals or
like
something.
like a big thing. Like let's say did you watch the TV show Painkiller or something like that on Netflix?
You talked to me about it once.
Yeah, bro. Like they knew that they were selling heroin to people, and they just kept it like covered. And now it's like out of the market. But bro, they were secretly selling heroin to people and they knew that it was making people addicted. So that's a conspiracy. And it was a real shit, man. Like people do lie.
I guess
people do hide stuff.
I guess then it depends on what is the range of considering something a conspiracy theory.
Like a big lie about something like China saying that no, the virus just came from a guy who ate the bad when they know that it came from the lab, or the company saying no, it's just for you to feel better, but they know it's heroin and they know there's a high chance you're going to be addicted and fuck up your life. But saying no, it's okay, it's for your better, so you feel better. That's that for me is a conspiracy.
That's why it's important to have government, because in general government is there to like regulate these private companies who only care about making profit.
Yeah.
And don't care for the good of the society and of the citizens of that society. That's why it's important. But I feel like, okay, what about saying Trump captured Maduro so he can take the oil? Is that considered a conspiracy?
Maybe not.
Because he said it, and like at the end of the day, you know how people are like, oh my God, you can't do that. He just fucking did. Like there's no you can or you can't between countries. If you can do it, you're gonna fucking do it. It's as simple as that.
But there's a lot of stuff that countries do between countries we don't talk about, but a lot of people do.
Because countries between countries, it's like mafia against mafia. It's the same. There's no like rules. There's no rules between countries.
No.
Who's the strongest? He'll do whatever he wants. You know, like it's like a meme on social media. Oh, the American dollar isn't backed by anything. Then you see like the greatest military, like all the fucking.
It's backed by all that.
It's backed by all this fucking military, bro. Here's the fucking backing, bro. Here's the fucking back. Okay, let's do a last one and then we can. I don't know, because I have a lot. I don't know what you would like. Okay. Okay, this one. Is the world becoming more divided or more connected?
Like, I think we're more aware of everything. But I think we're, like, as a society, like, individually, we're more aware. But as a society, we're more divided.
I think I agree that we're more aware. We know more what's out there, and we know more what
You're more
people.
connected to all the info.
Yeah, we know we get info easier, and also now we know way easier how people live in China than, let's say, Americans in the 1960s. They just like heard from newspapers how people live there. Now you have like literally YouTubers going there vlogging and whatever. So I Show Speed fucking going there and live stream. Like you understand, you see a bit more. I feel like I agree with you. They're more aware, but I feel like we're as divided or as united as we ever was.
No, I think we're more divided because I see it like like, let's take politics. Like before in politics, like you had, let's say, like there was the era of like Bill Clinton and Ronald Reagan. Bill Clinton, Democrat, Ronald Reagan, a Republican. Like some people loved him, didn't love him that much, but like we all like let's say even when I was younger, like it was Stephen Harper, conservative, and then you had the liberals, but it was like, okay, you're conservative, okay, I'm liberal, okay. It was like, it wasn't like you're an idiot because you're a conservative or you're an idiot because you're a liberal. I feel like we were much more like united and much more like in the middle, and we were less like, you know, like even sometimes like when I have friends like, oh, liberals are retards, I'm like, man, like they're 99% like you, and there's a couple of things that we don't agree on, but we're all so much more the same than what we think. And maybe because of social media, like we get so like, oh fuck them, they're trying to ruin us, or like also like let's say with Trump, what I see a lot with Trump is a lot of people fucking hate him, or a lot of people fucking love him. But I'm in the middle. I'm like, okay, he does good things, he does bad things. He does things I'm like, you shouldn't have done that. Dude does things I'm like, oh yeah, that's not that bad. And like, let's say for Justin Trudeau, a lot of people just fucking hated him, but
But he was in power for 10 years. It was like everyone was just tired.
I understand, but I feel like we're much less like in the like we were much more in the middle before, and now we're much more extreme.
I think it's more with social media because I know with all my immigrant friends, I think differently from all of them when it comes politically in every aspect. We think differently. We still hang out. We still play video games together. We still fuck around. We still go out together. It's everything. But it's just when it comes to certain topics, we think differently. But at the end of the day, we're like, well, they're like, yeah, well, Andrew thinks like that. Oh, I think like this. He thinks like that. At the end of the day, we're still friends.
But
so in a way,
good.
because they know like, okay, yeah, we're different, but in a way, we're also very similar. But I just feel like now with social media is someone who says, you know what? Liberals and conservatives are good. It's only a question of time for who you should vote.
Exciting.
Everyone should be independent. It's not that exciting. Someone saying, like Nick Fuentes, get all the immigrants out. I would imprison all the blacks. I would do this. I would. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks need to be imprisoned. And I'm quoting him right now, guys. Don't fucking try to clip me and fucking sabotage me in the future. I'm quoting Nick Fuentes. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks should all be in prison, and we will live in perfect society. Like when he talks like that. But I feel like
clip that and finish like that.
I feel like he doesn't truly think like that because when you see him hang out with these other people out in public, you see like he talks to them and he's normal, but just he knows social media that gets more clicks, that gets more hate comments or love comments. That is just more entertaining. On the good side or on the bad side, it's just more entertaining, right? Like action movies, they go crazy explosions, which it's never happened in real life, but it's more entertaining.
You tell Matt Perry to finish the podcast with a big ass explosion.
Boom. That was it, guys, for this episode. Peace out.